From the very first glance at the bold, action-packed cover, WCW Magazine October '93 pulls you in with its promise of intense rivalries, exclusive behind-the-scenes stories, and the kind of kayfabe-rich storytelling that defined early '90s wrestling print. The issue wastes no time laying out the WCW landscape. Towering egos, bitter grudges, and championship ambitions all collide across its full-color pages. The editorial opening is pure hype, pitching the magazine as the ultimate fan's connection to WCW stars, storylines, and events. The first stretch of features sets the stage for Fall Brawl, teasing the War Games double cage warfare with a focus on the combustible alliances and rivalries that will erupt inside the steel. The early sections also house the Championship Challenge puzzle, tasking readers with testing their WCW title history knowledge before rewarding them with answers deep in the back pages. The Regal feature, starting on page 37, is a perfect example of WCW Magazine's mix of character work and tongue-in-cheek skepticism. Billed as an investigative piece by Dave Rosenbaum, it dives into Lord Stephen Regal's boast that he is a direct descendant of William the Conqueror. England's obsession with genealogy is painted as a national pastime, but Regal's case is immediately called spectacularly flimsy. His proof? Decorative charts printed on faux-aged parchment brimming with historical trivia? He rattles off with the smug confidence of a man utterly convinced of his own aristocracy. Rosenbaum counters with facts. William was the illegitimate son of Robert I of Normandy and his mistress, Herleva. Regal insists this is tabloid slander, claiming he has marriage documents no historian has seen. Lord Richard Rice, an actual historian, throws a few daggers of doubt, noting that William's wanderings could have produced many illegitimate lines, and that Regal's own chart shows a genealogical timeout, a yawning gap of centuries where the truth could be anything. Turning the page, the family tree is revealed in all its dubious glory. It's a flamboyant mix of real medieval names, suspiciously modern monikers, and odd asides like ugly, no children. The pomp is undercut by whimsy and anachronism, making Regal's claim look shakier with every branch. Then, without missing a beat, we pivot into the teaser for Sid Vicious's In His Own Words, billed as a rare opportunity to hear the man unfiltered. Sid's three-page monologue is a blend of intimidation and grudging self-reflection. He laughs off the idea that his size and a power bomb are all that make him dangerous, instead attributing his dominance to timing, attitude, and a killer instinct. He recounts his destruction of Van Hammer at Slamboree '93, boasts about the unmatched danger of his tag team with Big Van Vader, and spits venom over the Four Horsemen's betrayals. His contempt for Sting is palpable. He calls him overrated, warns anyone against calling him stupid, and promises Ric Flair a reckoning for molding him into something even more dangerous. Sid closes with a chilling relish for his own violence, describing the snap, crackle, and pop of his power bomb like a gourmand savoring a meal. From there, the magazine swings into a career-spanning feature on Road Warrior Hawk, positioning him as perhaps the greatest tag team wrestler of all time. His resume is rolled out in detail, now from the Jim Crockett Caesar Memorial Cup with the Animal to NWA World Tag Team Gold to dominance in Japan as one half of the Hellraisers with Kensuke Sasaki. Hawk speaks with blunt directness, brushing off past rivalries to focus on the War Games ahead, taking verbal shots at Sid Vicious's credibility, and declaring himself the master of cage warfare. His praise for Sasaki is genuine, calling him the best partner he's had, united by a shared philosophy of finishing matches fast and hard. A light-hearted break arrives with the Distorted Faces puzzle, challenging readers to identify warped images of WCW stars, a reminder of how wrestling magazines of the era wove fan interactivity into their kayfabe fabric. Then we slam into the merchandise section, a time capsule of early 90s WCW consumer culture, Sting shirts, Cactus Jack tees, Ricky Steamboat designs, blow-up guitars, wall clocks, pillows, gloves, posters, and the glow-in-the-dark Fatal Encounter shirt are all priced in that sweet spot of mid-90s mail-order accessibility. The ordering section doubles as a recruitment drive for the WCW fan club, promising elite membership perks and exclusive items. The WCW calendar of events sprawls across a full page, charting arena stops across Florida, Alabama, Texas, Georgia, North Carolina, and more. International broadcasts get a nod, with WCW's reach extending to Canada, the UK, and Japan. Then comes the heartwarming Scorpio Salutes Future feature, where 2 Cold Scorpio steps outside the ring to champion youth empowerment. Through school and hospital visits, park memorial tours, and personal conversations, Scorpio encourages kids to invest in their futures rather than chase fleeting thrills. His reverence for history, from Pardee, from Eagle Scout tributes to Kansas City founder monuments, is framed as a lesson in grit, discipline, and perseverance. A short but sharp detour delivers wrestler sound bites on Ricky Steamboat. Max Payne wonders if Steamboat could ascend even higher by embracing his dark side. Marcus Bagwell hails him as the consummate gentleman athlete, while Barry Windham calls him a choke artist, better suited to tag team wrestling. The juxtaposition of praise and criticism mirrors Steamboat's real-life reputation as both a fan favorite and a target for competitive derision. As the issue winds toward its close, the pace shifts to promotion. A full-page subscription ad promises giant posters and exclusive content with every issue, while a Fall Brawl pay-per-view spread sells the War Games spectacle with the tagline, "One team will stand, one team will fall." The backstretch is a flurry of bold visuals, cable order info, and the unmissable promise of steel, blood, and glory inside the double cage. By the time the back cover snaps shut, the October 1993 WCW magazine has delivered on its promise, a mix of kayfabe storytelling, merch temptation, event hype, and just enough reality-flavored grit to keep even the smartest fan hooked.